Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of what I'm going to call a glitch, but really I'm not even sure if it's a glitch because it's not like anything weirdly programmed wrong or anything, it's just a weird technicality of the game. I'm going to show you this in a normal Clockworks level because it's just, that's a simple, easy place to do it, and then I'm going to show you a place where you can actually get out of bounds with it. So let's get to it. I genuinely hate the fact that the only good option, or actually the only really viable option, were Fiend Clockworks, so guess I'm running with this. Alright, first off, we have to find some crystals just before the party button, or not even just before, but so long as it's before the party button, that's all that matters. Because for this to work, I'm going to need to be able to bring it back to the barrier right at spawn. Off to a great start, god damn it. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to restart. Okay, they spawned right off the bat, or spawned pretty close to them, I guess. We'll, we'll see if they're before or after a party button. In fact, you know what, this doesn't even look like a good layout. If I'm not liking the layout of the rest of this, I might just say screw it and find another one. You know what, I have a feeling it's actually going to be past the party button, so, I might just, oh, we'll see. You know what? No, I'm going to find a new level, fuck this. Alright, I decided to go for in cold blood simply because it's much easier to deal with. I am not dealing with both poison and fiends, that's just not fun. Cool, looks like we got crystals right here at spawn, which is perfect, because any longer I'd go insane. Because what I have to do is I have to pick up one crystal, and believe it or not, drag this one all the way back to the starting area. Because if I need this to work, or if I want this to work, I need 2 crystals. And the carrying process can sometimes be really annoying. What I could do is get like another person on here to carry the crystal back, and then just have them disconnect from the party. That way, it just drops immediately on the ground. But you know what? It is 2 in the morning. I have nothing better to do, and I don't feel like bothering anybody. So this is what I'm gonna go with. Probably just gonna like speed this up just so that way you can witness the torture that I'm having to go through just for this. And we're not even getting to like the actual fucking meat of the video yet. This is just showing you how to do the glitch. Alright, you know what, that actually wasn't so bad. So the way this glitch works is that normally you're not able to pass through these sorts of barriers, but we can try and angle the crystal in a way that it spawns close to the gate and starts to slowly push us back if we walk into it. So as you can kind of see already, I've got my foot into the gate when normally that wouldn't be a thing. So we want to like continuously try and spawn the crystal or drop the crystal in a way that can push us further back. As you can see now, most of my character is already within the barrier. And this can be a little finicky at times, I won't lie. I've had times where this can go for a good, I don't know, 15-20 minutes or something, simply because the way that the gates are. And especially for like this latter portion here, where you're just trying to push yourself in halfway, is going to be very, very finicky. So maybe if I can... This might take a while. I might just do a cut here real quick if I don't get within the next minute or so. Because like, it's a very time-consuming thing. And sometimes you can even get pushed out, as you saw there for a second, or even right there. It's very finicky, very time-consuming, very specific. As you can see now, my character is almost entirely in the gate. I think not much longer, and I can be pushed over now. I'll probably just walk through. As you can see now, my character's halfway through the gate into returning into the spawn area. So this does indeed take some time. And I think once we reach a certain point, we can actually just walk back in. And there we go, we made it back in just using a crystal. It's crazy that, like, nobody has documented this. I checked the wiki, I checked the YouTube, and granted, I didn't do a good search, but I couldn't find anything about it. I even checked the person who I think told me about this. I think this was Rinth, like, the one and only time I ever met him in Spiral Knights. I checked his channel, and I couldn't find anything about it, and he's known for finding glitches and stuff, so I'm going to credit him with the one finding out about this glitch. And so, now that we've done that, it's time for me to suffer through Operation Crimson Hammer and get to, I believe, the 5th level to glitch out of bounds. Oh! Actually, that reminds me, something I want to mention that I'm not sure if actually many people know about, is if you check the minimap, you can see there's a little spot right here, and if you toss a potion, or you have a weapon that's long enough, you should get two free boxes. That's pretty cool. And if you're curious, yes, I am running Tier 1, because admittedly, I'm doing this for showcase, and not for actual completion, so I didn't feel like spending an actually decent amount of time, 1, fighting Tier 3 enemies, and 2, clearing everything, so yeah. Alright, so it was the 5th floor. So, as you can see here, there are boundary gates, or one-way gates. On top of that, there are crystals actually, like, right here. So what we can do is start leading a crystal all the way back to these gates. And we can proceed... Fuck me, what? My ability to speak has gone downhill. As I was saying, what we can do is actually start doing the glitch, and that'll, with enough time and patience, eventually push us through the gate. I know these ones are particularly annoying. I've noticed you seem like to have to go at an angle for them to actually properly push you down. The other one I think I got lucky was because I was trying to go upwards instead of this one where I have to go downwards. On top of that, I don't know, these crystals just seem to want to spawn downwards instead of upwards, as you can see here. So, what I might do is I might just cut this, because this is going to take so much longer. One thing I should probably actually mention, though, is actually a couple things. One, I think because the way that crystals work in this area, it may actually be better to get like another crystal behind you, so that way, if the crystal doesn't spawn here, you've got another one as backup, or it may also like just help with the pushing process. And 2 is, I'm not sure if crystal size legitimately matters for this. Oops, I think I screwed up. I don't know. I've noticed the 2 crystals actually working quite nicely, so I think maybe bigger the size does help, but you can do it with all small crystals. However, it's going to be extremely tedious. Yeah, I mean, even now with the medium one, it's still pretty strenuous, so... I mean, if it helps, then there you go. Yeah, so I think actually, if you get like a crystal right above me, or like in this spot, and you get another crystal to go right here, it'll help with pushing you downwards even further, so... At least I think so. It's admittedly, it's been like over a year since I last done this glitch, so I kind of just remember how to do it, not too much of the in-depth analysis on it. Actually, I think I just figured out a strategy right here. Just face, so you'll want to like have your back on this wall here or the other one, and then while still facing left but towards the upwards direction, grab the crystal and that'll automatically put the crystal above you, because I think it's based on mostly the direction you're facing, and so it's because of it, it's going to put the crystal on top of it, and it'll also do the same when grabbing that one, so we'll put it down. And it'll... Yeah, no, this looks like it's actually working quite well. So if you do something like this... Oh wow, yeah, no, I think it's working real well. One thing I do also want to note, or one last thing, is you can only do this with at most 3 people because there's only 4 crystals there. So meaning if you bring a 4th person here, they just have to sit and watch and open up their minimap and just see you have all the fun. And there we go, I actually managed to break through. So because the developers never intended for you to actually get out here, they never actually used the rest of the first level. You can literally just walk down here completely free, and because you can literally just walk out of bounds now. So like, I'm just walking into the void, and you can even collide through some things. Okay, I have accidentally changed my Y level now. Whoops, that wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, now I fixed it. So this is very cool because actually, can you even walk in bounds now? No. So what you can do is you can just run around the entirety of this level, and granted, there is no way for you to actually get back in bounds aside from where you came in because that's a one-way door. But you cannot get back in bounds through any other method. You can't even get to the elevator because these are all walls that are blocking you off. In fact, you can't even see into the actual arena. So like we're over here where we meet Farron, and now actually no, this is the actual boss fight arena, and over here is what leads to the elevator. So it's very cool that you can end up actually doing this. I'm just impressed like how it's not documented. Like, here we go. Here's the elevator right here. You're just walking around it. And this doesn't have collision because they didn't expect you to actually like go around this. Sadly enough, you actually can't see into the arena, so you can't get a better angle on Cirrus. At least as far as I know. Yeah, no, these walls are just... Yeah, this is as close as you can get right here. Is right here. That's the closest you can get to the arena as far as I know. It is still incredible you can do this in the first place. And to my knowledge... Oh, can I actually break these? Yo, you can actually break these. Actually, you might have been able to anyways from the top, but yeah. But I'm pretty sure this is the only actual place you can get out of bounds without the need, or without hacking, of course, and the use of, what is it? The use of game masters. So I've tried this before, back before I ended up, or back when I first ended up learning about this, to like try and find other areas in the game where I could potentially use this and even gain an advantage. But as far as I know, there is no other place that actually has oh jeez, I didn't know I can get onto the roof. Okay. Look at that. Actually, can I walk onto this? Okay, no, that's an actual wall. But yeah, no, like, I don't think there's actually any other place in the game where it has one-way gates and nothing else behind it, because why would there be? I don't know. It's just so fascinating, because this is if you don't know, this is all meant to be like the quote-unquote continuation of one level. And so because of it, it doesn't, it just uses the assets from like a quick previous section of the last level and just builds on top of it. And actually, I saw some berries over here. Can you actually get hurt by these, or are these just inanimate? Nope, those are actually real. That's really cool. It's been so long since I've last done this that I'm having like nostalgia and joy of this again. And you can just walk back in whenever you want, whenever you're done. But yeah, no, that's what I wanted to show you guys in this video. So with that, I bid you guys farewell. Bye bye.